All right, this video cannot wait. It was only like 3-4 minutes, just an introduction to Michael Jordan talking to us during NBC broadcasts. Probably not every NBC broadcast, but it was already interesting. And to tell you the truth, he already took a shot at today's basketball, at today's NBA, at the way the game is played today. He already probably subconsciously, not even thinking about it, took a shot at today's game. So I'm going to let you listen to his comments, and then I'm going to be right back talking about it for a little bit. So take a listen to what Michael Jordan said on his first appearance on NBC during the first game of this NBA season. Here you go.
It's amazing. You never really know when you're in the prime of your career how much time you really do not have for family. That's what I have time to do now. I mean, the most valuable asset I have is time.
Right.
So that's probably why you don't see enough of me, because that time I'm trying to spend with family members and things that I've been missing out on for such a long time.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place.
You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right?
I don't. But seriously, the last time you picked up a basketball and shot?
I was at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And I rented a house from the owner.
Sure.
He came over to do pictures. He had grandkids. And I was meet and greet, thank him for allowing me to stay in the house. And he had a basketball court. He says, I want you to shoot one free throw. I said, really? And I already paid for the house. It's not like they got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, it's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago.
Right.
So their expectation is 30 years prior, and I haven't touched the basketball.
I hope you switched it.
Absolutely. I got the most gratifying, that made my whole week, is that I was able to please that kid, not knowing if I could.
So you let us bring a camera or two to your place here to talk to you about basketball. Why do you want to share what you're thinking about basketball now?
It's pay it forward. I have an obligation to the game of basketball, not financially. I'm okay. I mean, I think more or less from as a basketball player is to be able to pass on messages of success and dedication to the game of basketball.
Still love it?
Love it like you wouldn't believe. I mean, in all honesty, I wish I could take a magic pill, put on shorts, and go out and play the game of basketball today. Because that's who I am. That's that type of competition, that type of competitiveness is what I live for, and I miss it. I miss that aspect of playing the game of basketball. Being able to challenge myself against what people see as great basketball. But it's better for me to be sitting here talking to you as opposed to popping my Achilles and I'm in a wheelchair for a while.
But it's nice to be able to share the things that can still make the game great going forward from your perspective.
Yeah, I think one of the things why I did this is, as professional athletes, we have an obligation to pay it forward. That's part of what this is all about. Is to pass it, pay it forward.
All right, so you heard those 2 to 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes of Michael Jordan talking. There's already a couple of things you could pick up on. The first thing, the most important thing that I mentioned in the beginning, was he already took a shot at today's NBA and today's game and how it's played. And I think there's going to be more of these kinds of things as we listen to him more and more and more and more episodes. They're never going to be long episodes. They're going to be short. They're probably going to be longer than we just had now, like 3-4 minutes, because this was just an introduction. And it's going to be interesting, but there's going to be more shots like that. And it's not because he's trying to demean the league or demean somebody or whatever. He's just being honest on the way he played and the way it's being played now. So he said that he would love to be able to challenge himself, put on shorts and go out and play and challenge himself in today's NBA and today's game that the people view that it's a great game. That's literally what he said. And you can listen back to double check. But that was super interesting. Took a shot, and I liked it already because he seems to be very genuine, which is great. He doesn't seem like he's gonna hold back much. He's just gonna say what he wants to say, which is great. That's what I want from Michael Jordan. Now, another thing is he's telling a story that, you know, he rented a house. The guy's son at the Ryder Cup, the owner's son was, you know, and they asked him to shoot a free throw for them, and he hasn't shot anything. He hasn't touched the basketball for years. So he goes to shoot this free throw, and he's saying that he's the most nervous that he was in a long time. And then he takes the free throw and he makes it. And the feeling that he gets, he was so happy because he made that boy, he pleased that boy. He made him happy, and he got him what the boy wanted. And he always wanted to do anything possibly that he could to please his fans. But, you know, he didn't miss games. He didn't load manage. He played every single game that he possibly could. And that's the specific reason that he did it for. There is interviews of him years back. There's interviews with guys that that played with him. Stacey King was talking about it. He would even not miss preseason games. Literally, he would play preseason games because they played preseason games in cities that don't even have NBA teams. So they would only be there one time, and these people would be able to only possibly see him one time in their life. And he would make sure that he played these preseason games, which really don't matter for a guy like Michael Jordan. So he played those preseason games, and he played them because he wanted the fans to have a chance to see him, to not disappoint his fans. And he did it for the game, and he did it for the love of the game, and it's just a different character, a different representation of the love of basketball from this guy, man. What we have now, and what the media keeps telling us, that this is the GOAT, BS. The guy is barely reaching this man's, I don't know, ankles, character-wise. It's like the personality, the stuff that's coming out of Stephen A. Smith's mouth, the stuff that's coming out of different people's mouths now in media. Not only him, like how he behaves, how he is in front of people, how LeBron goes, you know, and is in private. It's totally different. And it's a mockery right now, the NBA. And I'm glad Michael Jordan is back. I'm glad we're going to be able to hear from him more. And this is going to be so enjoyable that, to tell you the truth, I think some people will watch Michael Jordan's interviews during halftime more than they'll watch the game. There'll be an increase in viewership for halftime compared to the rest of the game. I bet you that's going to happen. This guy is just, he is the man. There's no question. He just draws people in, and there's no comparison to anybody else in that regard. None. Zero. He never failed in the finals. The guy is unstoppable, man, in everything. He's not a Superman. He did fail on different occasions. He failed in the playoffs and all that. He didn't have strong enough teams. But whenever it counted and he got to the finals, he never folded. He never failed to appear. He never quit. He never disappeared like the other guy. It's beautiful to hear this, and nice for him to take a shot at today's NBA. That's the way I saw it. So tell me what you guys think. I enjoyed it already. I made a video on it. I hope it's first on the internet. Let's go. Comment section is open. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.